with marketing?
Well, that's what
Do you
I'm
run
trying to
Facebook ads?
figure
Do you
out. I
run
mean,
any sort of all that good stuff?
I do not run Facebook ads. That's one of the things I'm not doing. I've been concentrating on trying to get Google ads working
You
right now,
there?
and that has been a major challenge.
So say that again. No, you broke up a little bit. So what are you currently doing right now?
Google ads, Google.
Google ads.
Basically, what's happening? Yeah, everyone struggles trying to keep those up and running. They'll run for about 5 days, 10 days.
Yeah.
We're did something that we're against Google's rules. They don't tell you what it is.
Okay. So what's happening is that where are you running the ads to? Like what landing page? What are you running them to?
Well, I was running to the Techy company main webpage, but that seemed not to work at all, right? Which is really bad. So I opened another webpage called TechyFranchise.
Okay, let me take a look at this real quick. I'm going to share my screen so I can look at it together.
See it
So
right here.
that is okay. I just want so we everything gets recorded through this software. Um, so I can review everything, and if there's helpful content, we can give it to more people. So let me go here. Techie Gill.
We can help more people. But one of the things is, I'm here in outer Siberia, so I really don't know what's going on for anything.
Yeah.
Also, one of my very, to be honest here, one of my biggest frustrations with Techy is there's no communication. The clubhouse thing is a joke. I can't do it at 6 o'clock. And if I want to do the recordings, I have to dig through a bunch of fluff about, hey, how's it going? Oh, let's wait 5 minutes for somebody to do it. Oh, right there. How's it going? Right,
Yeah.
okay. Everybody want to talk about it. Frankly, I don't have the time to deal with that. I was expecting to have something like a state of the franchise communication documented, presentation, meeting, at least a yearly with the company that says, hey, here's what's going on, here's what's working, here's what's not working, here's our plans going forward.
Yeah.
Not
So, you know, it's
seeing any
funny.
of that.
We are actually, I've actually been pitching them to do something like that. So first thing about your ads here, okay? So essentially what happens is when you um, when you run an ad on Google, okay, it looks at the website and all of this stuff like says repair services. It all has a bunch of stuff about repair. And essentially, you're not allowed to actually say repair. So you're looking at a workaround, but your workaround is running them to your Techie Gilroy site, and your Techie Gilroy site still has the word repair everywhere. Okay. For some reason, back in the day, actually, not for some reason, I'll tell you exactly why. So, what happened is that Google repair shops were running ads for repairs, and people thought it was Apple OEM parts. Apple didn't like that. Google didn't like that. Apple and Google got together and said they're not using OEM parts, so we are going to not let them run advertising. So, for the most part, repair shops are banned from running ads. Okay. There are workarounds. To be honest with you, have you ever heard of a website called Typeform?
No?
So this is probably the easiest way to collect leads without building. And keep in mind, I've had a few conversations with SEO experts on how to get around this. And if you want to pay them a bunch of money, you absolutely can. But what you might want to try is, let me share my screen again here. Um, I want to share. Yes. Let's share this. Okay. So I'm recording this, so you should be able to see everything, so you don't have to look at it while you're driving. Okay. So this is actually something that I've used in the past. So essentially what this is like a web page where you can just super quickly collect people's information because your Google ads are just collecting people's information, correct? Yeah, so it's collecting their phone number or their email or something. So can you see my screen?
I don't want to stop the road.
Yeah, no, okay, no worries. So I'm recording all this stuff for you. So essentially what you can do is you can use this software um to capture lead generation, and you don't have to write anything about repairs. So what phone? I'm doing this on video for you. Essentially, yes. So I kind of just made like a little. You'll be able to see it when I send this to you after the fact. But essentially, what it is, it's going to be a web page that's very easy to create. It's only $20 a month to host, and what it would do is you'd have. Are you so when your ads are running though? Are you getting good results from your ads? Yeah. So essentially, what would happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, so essentially what would happen is you probably won't get your ads shut down. So like you just have to stay away from things like repair. So if it's like, is your phone broken or do you need to get your screen fixed or something like that? Then the ad will go to just a quick and easy little type form. That's what the website's called. They'll be able to input their information, and then you'll be able to contact them. And it's a pretty common way to get reviews. Now, while I have you, I'm gonna type in Techie Gilroy to look at some of the other stuff you've got going on. So another thing is, let's see, you have a lot of really good reviews. So another tip I can give you, okay? So I'm looking at your Google business profile right now. So you've got reviews and you're responding to the reviews, which is great, okay? So I'm going to give you an example. So the first review on your page is from someone named Paula, okay? Jason was a great help. I couldn't access a large document from an old emac. Actually, that's not a good example. Hold on. So I'm gonna go to your next one. Arlie Olive. So super friendly and very helpful. 10 out of 10 recommend, and I will be a returning customer, right? To which you or one of your team members responded, "Thank you very much for the excellent review." Okay. So the better opportunity here is you should have looked up what Arlie came in for the repair on and then said, "Thank you so much for trusting us with your iPhone 8, your iPad Air." It's just a great way to help your search. And then you have you've your last review was 2 months ago. So like again, this is all coming from people like really high up SEO agency owners, and they want to see reviews coming in a lot. So like you're spending money on Google Ads, which is great, but the way that you're going to be able to turn those ads off and still get more customers is by building more reviews. And then when people respond to those reviews saying, "Thanks for bringing us your iPhone 8. Thanks for trusting us with your," and then whatever repair it is. Got it? So,
Yeah. Right now it's the same hours. I say, hey, we'll give you okay.
yeah, no, that's definitely understandable, especially even if that's crazy that people aren't doing it for a free screen protector. So, I mean, the Google Ads thing that will definitely help you is just using the type form, or if you want to, you can build out. So, like, I can look at your landing page here. So, where are you hosting this? Like, how'd you build the techygilroy.com page you have now? Well, yeah, okay. Um, yeah, so it's actually a really good website. Um,
time doing this because, frankly, the guys who were recommended, the guys who were recommended by the franchise weren't doing a very good job. So now I hired a guy. That's all he's doing. He's trying to do the social networking website. Just because I needed somebody to concentrate on my side, overall attention.
Yeah, yeah, no, 100% I get that. So you said he's also doing social media content for you?
I'm trying to do Facebook right now. I'm not, the Google stuff up and running for good. How it makes sense with Facebook. I'm having trouble getting them on the Facebook right now. I think I'm frustrated.
Okay. So
Now, Facebook ads seem to do good for what? Are they good for repair? Are they good for sales? What are they
no,
good for? Where are the things that I can see? Because I'm flying blind. So I really like to see, okay, Facebook is really good for accessory sales or
yeah, so
repair sales.
Facebook is good for Facebook is good for a lot of things, mainly devices, but here's so if you're already having some experience with Google Ads, what I would say is do one at a time, right? So let's first off that the main reason why you're having an issue with your Google Ads is because you're running it to a website that says repair. So your first step is you just need to get rid of the repair, right? So figure that out first. Google Ads, get that stuff running more on a more consistent basis, especially if when it's up and running, you're seeing good results, right? So if you're seeing good results with it, you can make a few tweaks, and you shouldn't have any problems getting the ads up. To be honest with you, I personally would try the type form because there's no real data on what's in the website. It's not going to help boost your SEO or anything like that. But for the time being, I think we got to get money in the door right now, and that's what we should be focused on. So use a lead, and you could also use Wix, but you need to really summarize the website to just be a lead capture, no extra fluff, because you don't want to give people more opportunities to click off of your website, right? So if I go to techygilroy.com, there's multiple clicks I have to do before I give you my information. You want somebody to click your ad and it says name, email, and phone number, right? Or what device do you need fixed? Name, email, phone number. They hit submit. Boom, you've got their contact information, and you should be following up with them as soon as possible, right? You don't want them to have to go, oh, find a location. You don't want to have to do a bunch of extra steps. So that's going to be step number one is just getting that organized, right? And I can help you with that as we move forward. You could do it on Wix, you could do it on Typeform. There's a bunch of ways that you could do it. Okay. So that would be step number one is really dial in your Google ads so that they're not getting taken down. Okay. Now you asked about Facebook marketing. So Facebook marketing is this is how we've found it works well so far. Okay. Are you buying and selling devices currently or just doing repairs? Okay. So what we found works the best is offering people cash for their devices, and saying, "Hey, do you have old devices collecting dust? Let's turn it into cash." Okay. And then after you finish saying that in a video ad, then you'll also say, "We repair," and then you just talk about all the other things you do, right? And I'll tell you why that works so well. The reason why that works pretty well is because number one, you're only showing it to a local audience. So a lot of people are going to see your ad. They're going to see the techie name. And Facebook also likes to show that video to more people because it gets a lot of Facebook messages. Because it's not, hey, buy this from me. So not many people are going to message you. What it is, it's saying, hey, we'll give you cash for devices. So people will then go ahead, send you a message for cheaper. And what happens is Facebook thinks, wow, this is a great Facebook ad. We're going to show it to more people cheaper. So number one, you're getting more leads, whether it's buying devices, selling devices. And like what I found when I run it for the HQ store here, what I found is that people will just message us for the repairs. So even some of the leads that come in, they'll just say, hey, I have a Samsung S22 Ultra I need fixed. And then you could say, absolutely, we fixed that, bring it on in, and then you can just go from there. So that's why it's a great opportunity. It does take a little bit of tweaking on what content works best in your market, but I'm more than happy to help work with you one on one. And actually, there's going to be a lot of content coming out about how to do it because right after this call, I have a call with a guy named Bob, and we're working on setting up ads together. Okay. Yeah, he's a franchise owner over in Virginia, so East Coast.
Pull over here because I'm going into the black hole of those cell phone services. Over
Okay.
here. Okay. So you said I need to make a video out. So now I've got to go get a
Yeah,
video
no,
connection and
100%.
get that
So
going. Is there any kind of
right now,
example
where
of
everyone's
that
attention
I
is
can
on
look at?
Facebook and Instagram is
I'm not
on
a video
vertical
ad guy. I have
content.
no
So
idea how
it's
to do that.
Instagram Reels and Facebook Reels. That's where people are spending a majority of their time.
Hello?
That's what we have the best experience with. So that's where I
Hello?
would strongly recommend making the content. And like I said, as soon as we're done here, I'm gonna write a note to send you Facebook ad to Mike, so you can see what we're doing, and I'll show you how to post it and all that stuff. And also, before I forget, I just want to make a quick mention. So, majority of the techie talks, and I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to. A majority of the techie talks that are worth watching, are on our YouTube. So so I'm on the techie talks, and if I think that we just kind of gossiped a little bit too much, I usually won't put it on the YouTube. So the ones that are really good and worth watching will be on our YouTube channel as well. And there's no fluff in those ones. It's just straight up good content.
Well, that's a good point. I don't watch the YouTube things because frankly, I just don't have the time going there. But I will start looking at it too. A lot
Yeah.
of this
But
stuff,
even
I know I'm running a store. I have nobody working with me right now because I can't afford it again.
yeah,
Doing
no, I get it.
everything. I don't have 27 hours a day to go watch all these things.
No, trust
So
me. Totally get it.
my other my other question is, this is something that you do and I want to know. What is corporate doing to promote the brand Techy to consumers?
Uh,
What kind of stuff is going on?
it's mainly our content that we're producing. We put a lot of content out. We're doing a lot of content. We do some of our ads. So it's mainly just producing content and putting it out there organically to all of our channels.
What are your channels? What
So
channels are you? I want to try to piggyback on some of your efforts. That's why I know.
yeah, so it is very difficult because it's a business that only somebody buys if they have a broken phone, right? We can't just convince somebody. We don't sell fitness. We don't. So it's one of those things where it's usually a targeted effort, and we make like the branding content on
Well,
Instagram, on YouTube Shorts. Can you hear me,
well, I'm losing you again.
Mike? I can hear you perfectly. Can you hear me?
I can't. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're really mainly just producing organic content, talking about the brand Techie, how we've done, and that's all on YouTube and our Instagram. Our Instagram we have been posting a lot of. So to be honest with you, we've been slacking there a little bit. We were doing really good, and then as the guy who's producing the content, we got a little distracted on some other stuff, helping individual franchise owners. So as of right now, we're not doing a lot of stuff. For building the brand outside of just the content we produce.
Okay. That would be something I'd like to be interested in. How is the corporate uh, promoting the brand? So how can I do that? Is there some kind of tools that can help me do those things? Are there specific good things to be able to market? I mean, I have computers, I have iMac, I have MacBooks. Those seem to be very slow in selling, but I can't sell a Bluetooth speaker because guys go out to Walmart to get the same thing of better quality to save my price.
Yeah, no, we get
Right?
that.
So I need some help and guidance on that.
Yeah,
What
no,
is going
absolutely. We
on?
can definitely help you with that. So for the first call, let's just primarily focus on one thing, right? Which is going to be those Google ads. you said you're when the Google ads are up, you're getting decent results from them. So we just got to clean up the where they go, right? And again, if I'm you, and so let me ask you something. You said you have a website developer and you have a social media guy. What, if you don't mind me asking, what are you paying him? What's your payment structure to him? How does it all work out?
And it's a kind of a weird situation right now because he's under a training program with me for the state. So I'm paying him about 25 bucks an hour, but he's getting the state paid half of that. So I'm paying him about 12.50 an hour. We got paid by next week, so I got to restructure that. Maybe I got to do it on a commission base or
So
something. Haven't worked on that yet.
so my only again, you're in a different situation than most owners, but I always kind of recommend to the owners like getting away from things like that, like paying. So that Wix website that he built you, that probably took. Do you have any experience building websites? So like that Wix website, it's not very hard to build something like that these days, and to pay
Oh yeah,
him.
but that's not what he's been working on for the last month. He's been working trying to get the Google ads.
Yeah, but so and that's the problem there is that
What that is,
he doesn't know that Google Ads they don't work. They don't work under our franchise business, and he doesn't understand the reason why. So that's why I always try to get people to get away from agency owners because like, more often than not what happens is I get on a call with somebody and they say, "Oh, I'm paying an agency $500 a month, right?" And then I say, "Well, here's exactly what they're doing. Imagine if you just had that $500 a month to spend on actual ads." You know what I mean? So eh, I try my best to get people just to do it themselves because if you're talking about like e-commerce,
and it's not here. So I hope I'm listening.
yeah. So what I was just saying is trying your best to do everything, on your own because, and I'll tell you why, is because once you get everything set up, it's just maintaining it. It's not like you have to do a lot of work. So like for some of these people, and I come from the e-commerce marketing side, where what happens is that you hire an agency, they create all they create all the ads, and then they hit submit, and then they just are monitoring it. So you're paying them all this money just to monitor it. Where even if your ads did a little bit worse, you're still saving $500 to $1,000 a month, and that's a lot of eyeballs on Facebook and TikTok and all these things for just $500 a month. So that's usually my suggestion is pay. And like I said, I'm not even sure if I would just try Typeform, right? And the reason why I say that is because it would take you 30 minutes to make a Typeform sign up, and you could be up and running by the end of the day today because it's so quick. It's just a questionnaire that you ask people, you post it, you get leads, and you go from there. And if it doesn't work, okay, you spend 30 minutes on it, it doesn't work, you cancel the membership to Typeform, which I think the first like 50 leads you get are free, so you won't even have to spend any money on it. And by the end of the day today, you could know like, is this going to work or not? So that,
Where is this published that people know? We have to call you and give this information.
so not, I
Oh,
mean, it's usually our YouTube channels where you can find stuff like this. That's going to be the best place to find all this content. And I know you said you're
okay.
busy, and trust me, I get that. And like, even if you're just driving to work or like in the car, just putting it on so you can listen to it. Sometimes that's the most important part.
And then I got to figure out which one to do. So there's a whole bunch of ones about and talking about how wonderful it is to be a franchisee.
Yeah. So to be honest with you,
About
the most part, all the videos with my face are going to be the ones you want to watch. The ones with my face are going to be the ones about marketing and branding and getting customers. The ones with Tim and Bill is about franchises.
yeah. Yeah, that's it. So, okay. All right. So there's no are there any metrics you can share with how the corporate marketing